I'm standing on the High Line in West Chelsea, one of the most changed neighborhoods in New York City. There are over 500 projects being built right now, most of them made out of steel and glass. Behind me is the Fitzroy, a project with a magnificent facade that's made mostly out of copper and over 5,800 pieces of custom terracotta. I had the pleasure of speaking with Antonia Devine, the facade project manager of the building. Right.
And so now we've framed the space and we're putting the windows back in.
And this is wood?
This is all wood. This is quarter sawn white oak. It's a fully custom job. Nothing was off the shelf, for better or for worse. And there are about 5 different ways to make the terracotta, all of which are finished by hand.
So this is like an example of one piece, I guess?
Yes. So, and actually, if we can...
Don't break it, because then it's custom and we only have one of it.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah, let me get it. So I better not, if I break it, I have to buy it?
Yes, that's exactly right.
Unbelievable. I've never seen a facade like this. Unbelievable. So what was your role in this whole process?
So I started with the project a couple years ago, and it was a hole in the ground. And so the idea was, how do we take Roman and Williams' design, all of their beautiful sketches, and turn this into something real? So from figuring out what the individual block dimensions are and the actual curves, to how the facade supports it, and making sure that it all gets installed and goes in correctly. That was my domain.
How's your industry evolved?
So one of the interesting things that I'm seeing, both as an architect and as a developer contractor, is that the type of people that I'm working with changes every year. I think 10, 15 years ago, this was predominantly a white male industry. And now, both at the conference table and in the site, there are tons of women, or increasingly more and more women, people from different backgrounds, ethnicities, speaking different languages. It's really a melting pot. And what you're seeing on construction sites reflects what you're seeing in New York and in our global market, for sure.
So we've been talking a lot about the exteriors of these buildings, but what is the one luxury you personally couldn't live without inside your home?
The one luxury I could not live without is my Aero Saarinen room chair. It's electric blue and it's incredibly comfortable.
And where is it, in your living room?
It's in my living room. No one else is allowed to sit in it, just me.
So what inspires you?
On a daily basis, what inspires me is actually watching this project come out of the ground. I think one of the great things about being an architect is that you're taking a design from sketch to reality and realizing that everything you do every day has a physical, tangible result. And I think there are very few professions in the world where you could say that. And so it's exciting and it's inspiring to realize that everything I'm doing is going to make the person who lives there or walks by the building really happy.
What does the home of the future look like to you?
I think it's going to look like anything that anybody wants. I think with all the technology and all the flexibility and how smart the industry is becoming, people can say, I want an old building with a totally new fit out, I want a spaceship. I think the sky's the limit, and I think the limit is your own imagination.